finger in here. Zoom it in. And there we go. Alright. Gotta get this. Hello everybody, for who all's in here. We're going to be doing the gemstone handle now. Just let me get this up so I can start showing y'all. Here we go. Alright, so I got that there so I can see chat. Alright, so everybody, we're going to be finishing this gemstone handle knife. Now while I was out here cutting the metal to match the stone, but we can do that after everything's polished up and done. So let's go ahead and we will start with this wheel here. There we go. All right. I don't have to do it all, it's on a bed. Let's put it right now to see a little better, but not better. I'll be able to see the chat a little better. It's not the best, but still a little better. You got any questions, anything like that you want to say, be sure to ask or tell me. What we're doing is I'm just kind of taking care of this gemstone that's already on the knife, and then we'll work on the gemstone that popped off of it. See, like that there, it's got that little dent in there. That kind of tells me that maybe this ain't cut even. And that was the issue. So now that little dent's gone. I'm running back over to this wheel. Get the scratches back out of it. There we go. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You like watching, well, anything to do with lapidary, but especially if you like watching stuff like this. We're doing some original ocean jasper on this knife handle here. And when I mean original, this is original stock from Madagascar. Some really good stuff. So, trying to get everything out. that I can see so far. One thing I'll tell you that's tough about doing any metal on these kind of wheels is that they're not designed for it. So it can tear them up pretty good, which is pretty hard because you spend so much money on them just for them to wear down quicker than, you know, say if I was just cutting regular cabochons, they'd wear down less often. I'd have to buy them less often. So that kind of sucks about doing this. But I cannot deny that it can make some pretty knives. So towel, look at this, somewhat dry. Tons of scratches still left in it. Yeah, sometimes you just run into problem knives, problem stones. And this stone's been a problem, and knife's been a problem from the start. So why should it stop now, right? Let me go here and see if I can't. if I can't kind of smooth that out some. Okay, so a little bit of lag, it's all right. Let's see how this works out. Maybe working it out, so I'm gonna have to get those scratches to the surface. Somewhat better, but not 100. Already. That switch tends to come quicker and quicker whenever you get into it a little, you know. Seems like that switch on the towel seems to be almost instantaneous. Let's see, it's starting to come out. Starting to get there. We're starting to wear down that bottom piece right now. Like I said, what I hate about this is that the metal wears down these wheels so much that you tend to have to buy them so daggone quickly. It almost ain't worth cutting the knives. The these new wheels, you know, $100, $150. You know, tends to weigh your pocket down. We'll see what we can do. Trying to get that thing cut down, but it is a doozy. I mean a doozy. Still got some pretty big scratches. I wonder if that wheel really is that bad, but it don't even take the scratches out. doing right now is we're trying to get all the little scratches out of this gemstone before we move on. Ocean jasper. The problem is that it's not wanting to cut. Around. This just don't want to cut in general. You know, usually I would go, okay, you know, head back to the other wheel, try to put maybe a little more dome into it, into the stone, so like kind of round it more. But I very much doubt that that's even going to help it. Because right now this thing just ends up wanting to get any scratches out of it. Really come across that often. But again, we'll see what we can do. I feel like I am getting some scratches out. This is a pretty long knife too, with some long stone area cover. So. Let's see what we can get going here. Yeah, I mean, even surface level, it's not cutting. I'm going to turn this off and see how this wheel's holding up. This wheel could be got it. This side's definitely got more. This side's definitely got more. Alright, so we're going to try a new technique with this knife. What I'm going to do is I'm going to round this out as best as I can. Put a more pronounced dome on it. And just hope that that will lead to maybe some better cuts. I was hoping to leave like a semi-flattened dome surface on there, but we'll see. If it cuts better this way, then it cuts better this way. That is the ocean jasper from the other day, the ocean jasper knife. We're seeing it maybe a little more pronounced dome on it will help helping the next wheel, because the next wheel, it seems like they don't want to really take any of the scratches out. So we got to find something that'll do it. And hopefully this little dome will help do it. I'm sorry if it's lagging, but it is kind of cloudy out tonight. Let's see. Let's see how this is running. Alright. Get this stone as flat as possible. With the least amount of valleys and things like that. So I can get all these scratches out of it. See if that's working some. See if I can get this a little further out so I can actually see. Throw this light on top of there too. So while it is cutting, it's cutting extremely slow. I know that we're going to finish this one tonight. That's the goal. But it could be just something that is going to take a few nights at this rate. Just got some of these stones that are problem childs. You know? The last thing they want to do is cut like they should. Nobody sing anything else in. Don't want to miss nothing. So we got a ton of scratches here. We got a ton of scratches here. But other than that, they're kind of wearing down now. That's where now let's see, now those scratches are starting to head out. That's good. There's still some pretty good ones in there, but they're starting to fade slowly but surely. Yeah, for sure, Mama Source. Perseverance does win today. I just hope I don't. Like, when I work on these stones, I have to press pretty good with my hands, and I can already feel them locking up and cracking whenever I move them. So, I'm trying to do it while still saving as much as I can to saving as much energy as I can for whenever I go to the next wheels and next wheels and next wheels. but I still have some tan strength left. See what this looks like. There's still some spots in there. There's definitely still some spots in there. Wasn't as bad as it was though, but can be. It's something that's unaware. I don't know if it's just hitting some like weird spots in the other wheel. It's making it dig in certain points and not. Oh no. No, I am not the giving up type. I know, perseverance is a good thing. You go over a few days, but yeah, I'm not a giving up type. No, I'm not gonna hurt myself. No, I don't think I'm in that boat that I'll hurt myself. They're finally starting to like disappear in those little pots though. While I another thing I'm 10 times out here. They're inside right now. These other 10 times out here, since we're in a shed out here, there's spiders all around, and I definitely don't want to put that on my head and then get bit around the head and ears. I could knock them off and stuff, but you know how they cling on. My wife bringing out them 10 times for me. My Lord. There we go. Yeah, well, that's the problem with being in a tin shed. They tend to, this time of year, they tend to try to set up shop at refuge in your shed. It's wearing down quickly now. There's a line. There's a few lines. Beautiful wife brought some out to me. There we go. This is how I can also tell that it's mainly the wheels that's not cut. Is when I go to the rough on the side here, I'm actually setting it down. I should. Right. About time for a new wheel, or at least this one. But that's the problem with doing knives, you know. They will wear that wheel down, because that metal will wear that wheel down so quick. Checking it, make sure we got everything out of this. Taking a close look at this. That's the point in doing all this, is you got to be real detail oriented. And even then, you can still miss stuff. And it's so hard to even like explain it or show it, you know. If anybody does have questions, feel free to ask them. Okay. Alright, let's see. Cut that off so I can do a real detailed look. Seems like all the scratches from the previous wheel are gone, except for one that's right there, and I'm going to take care of that right now. So that's it right there. I don't know if y'all can see it all too well. That's it right there. Let's put a light on it. See if that'll help. We got all the scratches out so far, or at least from the 280 wheel. Oh no, I'll have to buy one well before then. I'll have to buy one well before then. Now I'll probably order one maybe next week. At least my wife will, and then there can, you know, get a new wheel. Get a new wheel. This one fit, which means it popped off. Like that. I figured it would be. Which I can't remember on the Mo scale of hardness how hard ocean jasper is. That could be another reason as well. Be careful, because I did see like a little chip, little break here. I gotta be real careful. So if I fail, I at least failed before getting too far into this one. 6.5 and 7. Nah, it should be cutting pretty well then. Should be cutting pretty quick. I don't know. It's probably just a whip. Probably just. Yeah, this is. Which Mama Source, you might be interested to know that we started doing an unboxing today on something, and hopefully the video will be out tomorrow. Since I know how much you like unboxings. I might ask my mom to come over and see it tonight if she wants to. Because it's something that she's been wanting to see whenever I got for a while. Yeah. Boy, this thing is not cutting at all. Wow. So I'm using Diamond Pacific Nova wheel for this one. For the longest time, I had trouble with it, and then it stopped giving me so much trouble, and now it's back to giving me trouble about cutting. This thing is littered with scratches. Yeah, rise out. It is out and 3 hours before the strain. I'll tell you what, we're going to test the theory out if this wheel's bad. Cuts a little better than it's this wheel. Sorry about the not showing anything. Yeah, it is most definitely that wheel right there. You look, the time I've spent working on this wheel, the time I've spent working on the other one, this other one's already took scratches out, but this one hasn't been able to. And this is a higher grip. It shouldn't be taking those deep scratches out. Let me do one more look see with it. Oh. Dry it off. Let's get a gander. Well, and it is this wheel here. Audio's breaking off. Just couldn't understand. Might no. Okay. All right, we'll see. Let me put it on this wheel one more time. See if I can't pick some of these bigger gouges out. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I mean there's clouds overhead, so it very well could be my end of things. Change the towels. The other one's soaked. I have to wait until I get a new wheel for. We'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get as much as I can done within the next 20 minutes. Let's see what we can do there. We got to come back once I get a new wheel over here. Then I can. I just feel weird about skipping this wheel and going to the next. Because even though it is my higher grit wheel that's actually cutting deeper and better, I am worried about wearing that one down to a certain extent. So I have to be careful. Because if you do cut previous grit that's too far with the other one, it does tend to wear it down a little quicker. So if I went from like a 240 and skipped the 360 and went straight to my 600, you know, then it's definitely going to wear down my 600 quicker than it would normally if I just went from, you know, whatever, 240, whatever. Skip and grits tend to screw up your higher grip wheels. Especially with certain stones. I will give you kind of a hint on our next. I'm still working on these. My next project. A little weird looking, I know, but hopefully it'll tell you what. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be careful about. So I'm definitely trying to run this one into the dirt before I buy the other one. But it seems like dirt may clean this up quicker than this one. Just get my grip. Yeah, I believe that's appetite. Picked it up. Looks like some stuff. So I didn't octagon this stone, but the way it's cutting also makes me feel like somebody may have in the past to stabilize it. And if so, that makes it also a little tougher to cut. Shouldn't be this bad, but still, it does make it a little tougher to cut. Oh, take a look at it. See, and this is why I'm sticking with this wheel as well. Because it is doing some cuts, it's just going extremely slow. So I'm sticking with it to try to get every last ounce of it I can out of it. But until that new wheel arrives, I can always put this aside and finish it on a live stream once it does. And I got something else I plan on live streaming soon. So do that until the new wheel arrives. even though it's drying slow, it is losing scratches. Running along this edge too seems to be helping a lot better. So, who knows, maybe that'll help. I got to get Mom to come over and get some of that watermelon too. We cut it 2 days ago and I forgot to tell her. That was my bad. Let's see. There it is. Side there. It's always good to keep checking your stone. That way you can also check to see if you put any extra scratches in there that weren't there to begin with. Anything like that. But I'm seeing that the lines are starting to go this way instead of this way, so that's a good thing. turn it back this way. See if I'm just putting new scratches in. Alright. I think it might be time for me to call it quits. My been at me all. Let's see. Take a look at this. Starting to burn like fire. Let me put that light on it for y'all, sorry. Alright, here we go. So we kind of look at it, it's still drying off, so hard on that. What we'll do is we'll get another wheel out here and we'll finish cutting these up, polishing them. So, and then we will finish the rest of it on stream as best we can. I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer for us. If anybody wants to pray with us, you're more than welcome to. If that's not your thing, you want to leave, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But everybody who does want to pray, go ahead and bow your head. Dear Heavenly Father, I'd like to thank you for everybody who come out here tonight, and the ones who stuck around and the ones who didn't. Still pray for them nevertheless. We want to ask that if anybody is not saved, that they seek to find you and to find the joy and peace that you can provide to them, as well as the eternal and everlasting life that you can provide for them. We want to thank you for Jesus' sacrifice upon the cross and his resurrection from the dead. I want to pray that if anybody is struggling with their own personal demons, or if there's anything that's weighing heavy upon them, that they pray to you to relieve that burden, or to make them stronger and able to carry that burden. We want to thank you for all that you do. I definitely want to thank you for all that you do for me, but most importantly, that your will be done. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I hope everybody has a great day, and just like an old preacher used to tell me, as much as I live